So this month a conference called Websummit took place in Lisbon. I was there as a volunteer and today I'm going to share my experience there. For those who don't know, Websummit is one of the biggest tech conferences in the world. Websummit invited a lot of speakers, like Jen Wong for example, COO at Reddit, Brad Smith, the president of Microsoft, and a lot more. It allows small and big companies to create network, learn about what's happening on the market and in the world basically. It has masterclasses, places to eat, place for startups presenting themselves and a lot of stages for the speakers. It's a really cool environment. The main stage was inside of the Altice arena and the rest of that enormous event is divided into the 4 pavilions available for it. The ticket is kinda expensive but I wanted to be there, so I volunteered myself to work on the event and received a one-day ticket for free. The event itself isn't the only place they have available to work. So on the 31st of October, that was a day off from my job, I decided to volunteer for the first time, which was an amazing experience that I want to repeat next year. The first day as a volunteer only had 3 hours of work to do, and I worked in a place called Chabregas Palace. I'm Portuguese and I was shocked getting inside. It isn't a place like an events room, it's a piece of history and it was amazing. It was a place that made me feel small. I had dinner and then started to work. I was welcoming and giving indications to the guests and basically that was my job. CEOs, journalists, scientists and a lot more. It was amazing. The second day was a little bit disappointing. Not about the event itself, but about my tasks. I thought I was going to make the specific task of getting information about the event itself to make it a better one in 2022, but it turned out to work on the clothing room. From what I understood, volunteers were missing and that made the organizers adapt the people they had to the tasks needed. I volunteered because I wanted to help, but I didn't see that much of the event that day. But I've made some friendships and for that part it was nice. That task gave me the opportunity of meeting some Bloomberg journalists, some of the speakers and a lot more, so to be honest it wasn't that boring. And the third day I've been there and I was using the one-day ticket I get for volunteering. I could be anywhere I wanted inside the event and I surely did my best to be everywhere at the same time. I was at the main stage hearing Chris C from Metaverse, I saw Craig Federighi from Apple, I went to secondary stages watching speakers talking about marketing for 2022, about AI, crypto and a lot more. And of course I talked to a lot of startups, I wanted to know what's going on in the market. I've met a lot of people and I even brought home some bags and things that companies were offering to the public. I've met people from a project called Make Reality, Redix, which I personally enjoyed the most, Console Connect and a few more. There were even masterclasses but I didn't go to any of them. I wanted to meet the rest of the event as long as I could and enjoy the most of it. Volunteering at this event took me out of my comfort zone. I was a little bit shy and an introverted person and that was one of the main reasons that made me go there. I went by myself so it was kinda hard being there by myself at the beginning, but then it turned out to be one of the best experiences I've ever been to. When I was younger I thought investing and this type of events were only for rich and successful people, but the fact is that this kind of events will most likely have future millionaires or the most successful people in the world. You'll meet a lot of businesses that are just starting and that event could give you a new perspective of starting a business or even meeting some of the companies that are probably nice to invest in. The overall experience, if you have the chance of doing something like this, I highly advise you to do it. It can be life-changing. This was a video a little different from what I'm used to doing, but I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. This was Successology here, you'll never be average again. Peace.